Hey. Alright, I was watching the Xenoblade 3 Direct for like the fourth time today, as one does. And I noticed something. I think I finally figured out what the fusion button does. ZR, the fusion button. Now, admittedly, this may not warrant its own video since it's nothing too um insane or like game breaking, but I couldn't really just like discuss it on Twitter because I don't really have that big of a Twitter following. I got like 165 followers, something like that, but like I don't really get too much engagement on my tweets, so that's dead out of the water. So I decided, you know what, even if it's nothing significant, I should probably just make a video on it because it's better, than not making a video on it. Because, why not make a video on it and just, have a couple people see it. So, I figured out what the fusion button does. So the fusion button is not to fuse into Ouroboros. That's what the interlink button is for. Over there on the left of the D-pad. Now, for the longest, I didn't think that was ever like actually a button, and I thought it just showed the interlink level. But later on in the direct, when they talk about the Ouroboroses and we see the Ouroboros combat, you see the interlink button down there is pressed. So that's for, interlinking into Ouroboros. The ZR button right there, fusion, that's to activate fusion arts. Okay, and we can see right now, Mighty Beat and Air Slash are linked together, so like they're fused. You can use them. You can use the fusion art at the same time. And I figured there had to be some way to activate it because if you have an art fused, an art linked like Mighty Beat and Air Slash, what if you just wanted to use one of them, but you ended up using both instead? I remember I called this out in a previous video and I said that's kind of like bad game design, not bad game design, but like that'd be kind of problematic if you only wanted to use one art but both activated. So that's what the ZR fusion button right there is for. You just hold ZR and then press either up on the D-pad or X to, activate the fusion art. And how I know this is because we got a couple clips to help you like understand this.
Store HP to keep you in fighting shape. Each
right here. So we see Mio has no fusion arts at all, and the ZR button fusion is all grayed out and everything.
Playing their role effectively is a key point to battling. You can.
So yeah, see, we can see here no fusion arts. The ZR fusion button is grayed out.
Swap the character you control at any time.
Uni doesn't have any fusion arts either, and hers is still grayed out. Now, before we actually get to that, I was confused because ZL right there is the tactics menu, to bring up tactics menu, and you can see the tactics menu is up right here. But we never saw ZL get pressed to bring up the tactics menu. It just kind of popped up. So that's kind of like made me kind of skeptical about the fusion button, because right here, keep your eye on the ZL tactic button, down in the lower left corner once Mio comes on screen. See right here, and then the tactics menu gets brought up right here, but we never actually saw the ZL button, like, we never saw a visual representation of the ZL button being pressed like we do the interlink button later on. So it's that kind of like took me aback, because like, oh, maybe the ZR button is for the fusion art, maybe not, because we never see it get pressed. But I thought that was just a little side note to mention. But here, the ZR fusion button has been grayed out this entire time. But here, now that Noah has actually fusion arts active, the fusion arts fusion button ZR is highlighted. It's filled out now, and once he actually uses one of the arts and they're no longer fused, the fusion button goes back to being grayed out.
String together arts
Keep your eye on the
to
fusion
activate a
button and
combo
the arts.
gain an advantage. Get the
Right
enemy
here.
off balance. Knock them to the ground. Launch
See, as soon as he used air slash, it grayed out, no longer fusion. So
them into the air, then smash them down. Stringing together successful combos is quite satisfying.
and then, you know, no fusion arts, no fusion button. So this isn't like, you know, the most fucking mind-blowing breakthrough there is, but it's just something that I noticed and I was like, huh, I don't think no one's talked about this yet. Okay, no one's talked about the whole like little fusion button thing yet. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe Anel may have talked about it in his like combat video he uploaded like yesterday. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, again, this isn't really anything significant to make an entire video on, but I decided, fuck it, why not? It's literally free Xenoblade 3 content. There's no reason to not make a video about it. So yeah, this isn't like some like full-fledged like coverage or analysis video. It's just something I noticed, and like something I've been trying to figure out for a while is what the fusion button actually does, since, you know, confirmed it's not the interlink button, that's its own thing on the D-pad over there. But, you know, it puts my mind at peace, okay, knowing that I know what the hell that actually does. So this video isn't too insane, but, you know, I felt like, fuck it, why not make this little video on it and share it, and see, maybe some of y'all didn't even know this. So I don't know, like if I ever like find little stuff like this, I'm gonna just make a little video on it and put it out there, okay? So it's literally just free Xenoblade 3 content that I'd be passing up. So, you know, why not make the video? But yeah, that's really that's it for this video. So just, you know, basically just found out finally what the hell that fusion button does. But yeah, that's really about it. There's nothing else I could really say on it. So as always, thanks for watching. A damn good day. Stay safe. Be well. Play some goddamn Xenoblade.